Hi, I'm Will with Eden Brothers, and I'm going to teach you about planting and growing begonia tubers in your own garden. Begonias produce some of the most brilliant blooms in any seasoned garden. A very versatile and colorful species, begonias can be planted in pots, window boxes, the ground, or just about anywhere in either sun or shade. They brighten up gardens with their own ruffled faces and dark green foliage. Everyone has a place suitable for begonias, whether under a shade tree, in containers, or hanging baskets on the porch. As you get ready to plant begonia bulbs, or tubers as they're also known, first gather your supplies. You'll need a bag of begonia bulbs, a small shovel or flower bulb auger, ruler, gardening gloves, Sharpie, plant labels, and watering can or nearby hose. Most begonia tubers are firm and will look about the size of a small or medium tomato. They're extremely easy to plant and can last for years. Begonia tubers are shipped in spring when it's the right time to plant in your zone. Because they are perishable, you should plan to get them in the ground soon after receiving them. If you don't know your planting zone, you'll find a place on our website to put in your zip code for the answer. Our site also has a tool for filtering begonias by color and offers numerous mixes designed with various color themes in mind. Plant begonias in late spring after threat of frost has passed and nighttime temperatures are above 50 degrees. If you start them indoors, begin about 8 weeks prior to transplant. When finding a spot to plant begonias, look for an area in partial to full sun with well-draining soil. If you start the tubers outside, the ground should be loose and well-drained. Begonias should be planted 8 to 12 inches apart and just deep enough that the soil covers the top of the bulb. Place the tubers in soil mix with the hollow side out. Make sure the top of the tuber is level with the soil surface. Water lightly. Once the bulbs have started sprouting and growing, water them enough to keep the soil moist. If they happen to be in the sun for most of the day, water them frequently in order to prevent bud rot. If you choose to start your begonia tubers indoors, use a loose, well-draining soil mix. Begonias like to be put in a temperature of about 64 degrees Fahrenheit. However, they will tolerate higher temperatures. After tubers have sprouted and you can see small leaves, transfer them to a 5-inch pot and cover them with compost. If you plan on using the begonias in an outdoor garden, begin acclimating them to outdoor temperatures and stages. This process should probably begin towards the end of May. After a week, if the threat of frost has passed, you may leave your begonia plants outside all night. Transplant them outdoors after the begonias have grown 4 to 5 inches. Begonias do not require much care once established. Continue to keep the soil moist but not soggy. Feed begonias with a well-balanced plant food every 2 to 3 weeks. Deadhead all your begonias regularly. Removing wilted leaves and flowers encourages them to produce more blooms. There's no need to overthink begonias. You may be inclined to cover them with mulch in a formal garden setting, but it's best to hold back. Covering them can cause rotting and additional work down the road. Thank you so much for joining us in the garden today. We hope you've learned a little something about planting begonia tubers and feel inspired to grow your own.